Welcome to Living on the Ocean. Why sailing to Cariacou with Trimaran Dawn? My name is Arie and together with Cheryl Hudson and our dog Camino, we are making this trip to Cariacou from St. Martin. It's a 350 miles sailing south to the little island just above Grenada, Cariacou. I never heard of it, but somebody told me about this beautiful little island. Well, it was a beat up wind. The wind was more on our nose than we expected, but we made it all the way and we arrived actually in the dark and stayed outside. And that was very good because the amount of boats at Turtle Bay, at the entrance where the customs is, was a lot more than I expected. And I hope that we can find ourselves a spot. Anchor dropped and rowing to customs. This bay is full of boats, and even boats I know, Mandu from Portimao in 1999. It's beautiful here, and it's even handy with a little shipyard right on my way to the customs office, this little blue building in the corner. It's still closed, but it will open soon. And then we can get Camino to the shore. And with joy, I even see a wooden boat laying there. It looks abandoned, but beautiful lines. But more sadly is to see the washed up boats in the big storms and hurricanes that can come over this place. The sandy island beyond Cariacou. Cariacou, Cariacou. How do you say it?
We're in the Caribbean.
But look at that. Who wants to stay in that busy bay if it isn't for bad weather? If you can be on the other side, just half an hour in Paradise Beach.
I have a question.
Well, it is.
Why is all the rum gone?
The rum isn't all gone. So we've dropped anchor. And straight away you can see laying on one anchor and a boat swinging around it. Makes the chain go over the bottom, which is a problem because it takes away all the seagrass, which those animals on the bottom need to live in. That's why it's often now only allowed to pick up a mooring. To avoid that this is going to destroy the bottom, we add a second anchor, which means we're not going to swing around. And sometimes I even add a third one. So all my anchors do is go up from the bottom and fall back on the bottom and not brush everything off till there's nothing else left than sand. It's not by chance that we ended up in this wonderful place. We actually have to be here to pay some people that borrowed us some Eastern Caribbean dollars because they do not accept the US dollars that I have with me at a customs office. Laura and Gideon that then invited us to this wonderful restaurant and we had a wonderful evening with them. It's a bit cloudy the next morning, but that makes for stunning sunrises and sunsets. And in this cloudy weather, our new friends are leaving with their catamaran back to another destination. And while I'm waving them goodbye, an airplane, where's he gonna go? He's so low, I see nothing over there. And it looks like he's flying straight into the mangroves, only for us to now know where the beginning of the landing strip is. So in this wonderful beach, where I'm now rowing Camino to the shore in this crystal clear turquoise water, only maybe one plane a day comes over us and lands on that peculiar airport that definitely needs some investigation. And Camino is doing so well now. He stays nicely in the boat he's been told to go out, to go investigate. Little boats everywhere, even in between, what is it, banana trees? Between the palm trees are houses everywhere. Beautiful little houses, often on stilts, and goats. Small goats, big goats. We even saw a donkey Camino got a bit scared of that one. And they're building. This island is definitely being built up. Old houses, new houses, street, containers. And then I find what I absolutely did not expect it on this little island. They're selling epoxy, polyester, glass fiber, filler materials. You can build boats here, as many of the locals do. The fishermen build their own boats. Wooden boats in the way we did many years ago. They still do, with lots of fun just outside. And they run at the same time a little restaurant where their daughter shows Cheryl and me her wonderful pet, a turtle. Another day has gone by before we even knew it. What a wonderful place. A little boat came by to invite us to the live music at the Paradise Beach Club. And of course we go there. How fun! Stir it up. Well, sadly, respecting copyright rules, I cannot put the music on my video. At least I don't know how to do it. If somebody knows, please let me know that in the comments below, how that can be done in a correct way. Because by far, that's not my biggest gift. And it doesn't end at Paradise Beach Club. They know our names, they're so friendly. The view is awesome, and there's a bunch of sailors. On Wednesday, everybody's invited. They get a piece of wood, they get paint. It's painting day. To paint your name, your boat name, or whatever you want to on a piece of wood, which they hang up in this restaurant on the walls. And for sure we want the picture of Trimaran Dawn hanging there as well. And we're proud of it. We were in Cariacou at Paradise Beach Club. And it's warmer today. And Camino, he has learned to swim together with another dog. A white one that he ran behind when I went into the water. And now he's enjoying it. And so do we. Cheryl swimming for the first time that she can remember in this kind of crystal clear water. Watching fish like she never did before. The water is so clear that you can see the shadow of Trimaran Dawn in the bottom on the sand. And the fish, actually these are cuttlefish, they're using our boat as a shelter. And what they use even more, the little ones, they use the tunnel of the bow thruster. And that tunnel becomes Cheryl's private aquarium. And this little group of cuttlefish, I hope I can get closer and closer in the coming days. Because they're so fun to watch, they change their color. From now on, we're in the water every day, checking out if there's more fish in the aquarium. And it's also very easy to check some technical things, like the anodes on the end of our propeller. Every day there's more fish. I wonder if you would stay here for a couple weeks, how many fish would live underneath that boat. It's also very easy to see if my anchor is okay, and every day I'm indeed coming closer to them. Would they one day come towards my hands? That would be so fun. I see no need in catching them. We have food enough on the boat. It's much more fun to just enjoy them. Obvious, if we would be hungry and in lack of food, I definitely will, and I have. But I enjoy swimming with them. This is so wonderful. I just love it. Feeling one with the water, swimming between the fish. I wish I didn't have to go up to breathe. My only problem is now that my eardrums got hurt a couple years ago and there hasn't been an opportunity yet to get that fixed. And often after a dive I have problems in my ears. But it is what it is. This is what I love to do. And a place like this, with water this clear and warm, is absolutely paradise. And I don't really like to walk in cities and busy areas, but walking in nature, on the shore, on the coast, or just in a thick forest, not a cultivated one where the trees are standing in line as in the Netherlands. No, wild places, where you find unexpected things, like this beach on a route to the mangroves. It's those mangrove beaches where the mangroves protect these sandy islands from not being washed away. And the one there in the distance, with the palm trees on top of it, once it was completely gone. And when it came back, the people had to plant new trees on it. And now that's the famous and protected sandy island. Are we on a private beach?
Yeah.
We have our own private beach, Camino. Are you such a good boy? You've been in the sea. The roots of the mangroves are absolutely stunning. They're a piece of art. And it's almost impossible to get through them. I'm so happy it's not filled up with plastic bags and things like I've seen when I was in Indonesia. No, it's actually clean here. And on the bottom, I find conch shells. The conch shells over here. Cheryl, conch shells. Look, I found 2. And another one here. We have a friend in Alvors. He used them as a horn on a boat and somebody stole it. We should gather another shell from here.
I found more than you.
More than me?
Hundreds of conch shells. Some of them are huge. Oh, hello, Mr. Lizard. Wow, lizards can jump.
Was there a lizard in it?
There was a little lizard and he just jumped from branch to branch. Look at him.
What an amazing amount of shells. And they've been here for a long time. Look at this one. It has pink in it. And Cheryl, for somebody not liking pink, this makes a stunning picture. The hole in every single one of them in the top gives away that they've been used to take the meat outside of them in a factory, and people have put them here to protect the beach, because this is very close to where that airplane landed. How heavy are they?
I would say at least a kilo each. Maybe
A
more.
kilo more. This place is far and beyond what we expected it to be. It's stunning and beautiful. The wood formations. We could just stay here. This made us a very, very happy day. And we cannot resist to do a little photo shoot of a wonderful dog. With the green background, the white sands and the blue ocean. Camino, you are stunning and you also made our day. But you got a bit dirty. Yeah, you were so tired when we came back to the boat that you didn't even wake up when I put your favorite cookie in front of you. And then we meet Katie and Glenn from Trimaran Angel Wings. That's the time to open the special oval bottle of wine on our boat and later another bottle on their boat. They have a beautiful trimaran. And Glenn, he's a naval architect. And he loves trimarans. You understand, we have lots to talk about and we have a wonderful time. That boat needs to be hauled out on the other shipyard. And it's not just a shipyard. They have very special helping crew there. The goats. The goats that seek shelter in the shade of their boat. Their boat is out to get a new anti-fouling job done and some other work. And as we go back to Tyrrell Bay, where the goats are still roaming in the street as well. Goats are simply everywhere in Cariacou. Well, we fell in love with this island, and this is only this part, because we found fantastic bays. This is called the island of reefs. There's so much to discover, and we hope that you enjoyed this little bit that we showed you in this episode, because there's more to come in the next episode. We want to thank all our patrons that help supporting us, making videos like this easier possible for us. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can click the round button in the bottom left corner, and in the top are our playlists from Trimaran Dawn and Trimaran Twilight. Thank you for watching Living on the Ocean. We hope to see you in the next episode.